Whoa, whoa, oh, it's a crash.
We begin with breaking news. The police pursuit ends with a violent crash in front of Union Station. At least one person was hurt by flying debris.
Well, that chase ended a short time ago. CBS 2's Jeff Nguyen is live at the scene with the very latest. Jeff?
Jeff and Pat, two suspects are under arrest right now following a pursuit that ended in a crash. Let me step aside to show you what's left of that white car right there that's wedged between that pole as well as the front pillar here at Union Station. Let's go straight up to Sky 2 and give you a look from the air to see what a mess this has been out here after a police chase ended in a crash. Now, here's a look from the ground. You can see how LAFD, the Los Angeles Fire Department, had to use the jaws of life to cut out the female driver of this car after her door was jammed. Now, this all began at around 9:45 this evening. LAPD says that officers tried to pull over the white car in the Rampart district because it was reported stolen. This began around 6th and the 110th freeway. 3 people were in the car at the time. Police say that one of them jumped out and ran. Tonight, that person is still missing. However, LAPD after that point switched over to its tracking mode, which means that it was following the suspect's car from the helicopter, and the ground units were driving a little bit slower. The chase ended in front of Union Station when the female driver crashed. We were here earlier when one of the passengers was able to get out. They were able to pull that person out, and that person has since been arrested. In terms of the driver, she had to be cut out of the car, and she has been arrested. Both of those people have been taken to the hospital. We are also told that when this crash happened, some of the debris fell and hit an innocent bystander. At this point, we do not know how that person is doing, but that's the latest here. 2 people hurt, 1 person missing, and also an innocent bystander affected by this chase that ended in a crash. For now, we are reporting live in downtown Los Angeles. Jeff Nguyen, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Jeff. We'll continue following that story here on CBS 2. Now to more breaking news. A power outage impacting air travel tonight at a major U.S. airport.
CBS 2's Crystal Cruz is live in the newsroom with the latest on the situation at Reagan Airport outside Washington, D.C. Crystal.
Pat, the good news tonight, power back on, but earlier passengers and crew members were left in the dark.
So, okay, this is how we're boarding the jet bridge right now, boarding the plane in the darkness.
The entire airport lost power just before 7 our time. Within a few minutes, backup generators restored electricity to operations, security, and other vital airport services. Flights continued to land and depart if planes had already been boarded. Now, jet bridges use electricity, so some passengers did have to wait to deplane. Power was fully restored after about an hour. About 24 flights were affected.
We got off the plane. My flight was delayed by like 10 minutes, and right before we were supposed to board, the power went out. We're kind of just waiting to see what happens after that.
And officials are investigating what caused this outage. We're told it did not affect flights here in Southern California. Live in the newsroom, I'm Crystal Cruz. Back to you 2 in the studio.
A bombshell report detailing a decades-long pedophile priest scandal in Pennsylvania has an LA connection. At least one of the alleged predator priests was sent to Southern California. Now, the accused child molester worked at 3 Southland churches.
And an accusation of abuse has surfaced against him here.
And CBS 2's Tom Wade is live in Santa Ana with more information. Tom.
And Pat and Jeff, tonight we have learned that priest served in 3 cities here in Southern California, Brea, Diamond Bar, and here in Santa Ana. What we've learned is this priest was at the church just behind me, and as I said, at churches in other cities. And the question is, did he commit any crimes? We now know this church, Immaculate Heart of Mary Parish in Santa Ana, was one of 3 in Southern California where accused child molester Father Ernest Paoni served. Paoni's alleged crimes were laid out in the bombshell Pennsylvania grand jury report, which was made public this week. According to the report, church officials in Pennsylvania knew Paoni was accused of molesting multiple children, and to avoid bad publicity, they shipped him out here to L.A. to hide him from authorities and accusers in Pennsylvania.
I received a call from an alleged victim today, in fact.
The head of the LA chapter of SNAP, which is the survivor network of those abused by priests, says the alleged victim who called her today is an elderly woman.
she was in Diamond Bar. She's in a raw place.
After Peone was banished from Pennsylvania in the mid-60s, the grand jury report says during the decades between Peone's departure from Pennsylvania in 1966 and 1991, Peone served as pastor of a parish in Diamond Bar, California. There is no indication that the diocese provided any interested parties information that Peone had sexually abused children or that the diocese had played a role in preventing his prosecution for that conduct. And Peone was never arrested and never faced any charges in front of a prosecutor or a judge. He died back in 2002. Reporting live in Santa Ana, I'm Tom Waite, CBS 2 News.
Let's go to some breaking news right now. Police pursuit just ending in Sylmar. Stu Medell is in Sky 2.
That's right, the suspect in custody. We have some tape from earlier on. It was a classic 1966 Impala, and LAPD was in pursuit. Came to an end. The car basically just stopped, but the guy got out and ran. Kind of knew the area because he ran onto a walking path. Yeah, LAPD had to make their way around that fence to get this guy. This is where it ended. They took him into custody here at the off-ramp of the 210 at Roxford. The car actually stopped on Foothill, about a block and a half away. LAPD got the guy in custody. Nobody was hurt, and the vehicle seems to be fine as well. Live in Sky 2 over Sylmar, Stu Medell, back to you two in the studio.
Is he a murderer or just a dad protecting his daughter? An Arizona father is behind bars tonight after beating a Fontana man to death over something that started in the bathroom stall of a gas station. CBS 2 Inland Empire reporter Nicole Comstock is live in Fontana with both sides to this story. Nicole?
We spoke with Leon Armstrong's family tonight here in Fontana. They feel like he's been unfairly portrayed as a predator, when in reality they say he was simply suffering from a mental illness. And they feel like a conversation with him that night could have prevented his death.
He was murdered, not by a gun, not by a knife, but with somebody's hands. You know what I'm saying?
A reportedly ruthless beating that left a Fontana man dead in Arizona. The suspect has since been charged with second-degree murder, but now it's the victim's family compelled to defend his character.
He probably was really just trying to get into a stall, to a restroom.
The incident happened at this Quick Trip gas station. Authorities say Melvin Harris's 16-year-old daughter was in the bathroom, that she told her dad, Leon Armstrong, tried to get in her stall. Armstrong's aunt says he was off medication for schizophrenia and may have just been disoriented.
We knew automatically that he was definitely not going in there to do anything to those young ladies.
Court documents show Harris's daughter notified an employee and that Harris told a security guard to take care of it or he would do it himself. Witnesses told police that Harris then punched, kicked, and stomped Armstrong until he was unconscious and then left.
You cannot tell someone they're wrong for protecting their children.
Harris's fiance is now defending him as well, saying he feared what would have happened to his daughter had Armstrong gotten into that bathroom stall.
I don't feel bad at all for his actions. I feel bad that the man ended up dying in the process. I do.
Armstrong's family says Harris very easily could have waited for the police department to arrive and handle the situation on their own. Reporting live tonight in Fontana, Nicole Comstock, CBS 2 News.
Tonight, a teacher's aide is under arrest. Brittany Clark faces charges of possession and distribution of child porn. Clark works at United Christian Academy in Rancho Cucamonga. She previously spent time at Water of Life Church in Fontana. Investigators say they have not found evidence Clark had inappropriate photographs of students.
Loved ones right now looking for answers tonight as they search for a missing Newhall fire captain. The Santa Clarita Valley Signal reports that veteran firefighter Wayne Habel was last seen Monday. He was reportedly on his way to LA Fitness in Stevenson Ranch. A 43-year-old father of three may be suffering from depression. That's according to his wife. She filed a missing persons report with the LA County Sheriff's Department.
I'm with the Riverside County Fire Department.
Oh, my daughter should be home.
Okay, no worries. I just wanted to make sure we were just letting you know that everything's under control. We are so sorry it got so close.
That is a fake firefighter scouting out homes and neighborhoods impacted by the Holy Fire. This Ring video shows the exchange with one homeowner in Lake Elsinore. She says the man in the video was snooping around her property, even peering through windows. It's unclear what exactly he was planning to do. The Sheriff's Department is trying to ID that imposter. Well, the cost of driving around LA, of course, is high. How high? About $3,000 a year.
That's pretty high.
Pretty high.
According to a nonprofit group called TRIP, it found 79% of all roads in LA are in poor condition, which contributes to that $3,000 figure. The majority of that, nearly $1,800, comes from congestion, delays, lost time, and gasoline. But a mechanic says there are ways to save.
Check tire pressure is one. Make sure your mechanic checks your suspension, your bushings.
I'm smiling because my mechanic told me to do that like 3 months ago, and I haven't done it.
More bad news. The bridges aren't much better in Los Angeles. According to TRIP, 176 of the 4,700 bridges 20 feet or longer in LA are structurally deficient.
Major problems with parking. A heated exchange gets violent. See what happens when the driver lifts the gate to take off.
In-N-Out inspired beer. How the burger chain responded to a brewery's social media stunt.
First gondolas, and now this. Elon Musk's pitch tonight for fast access to Dodger Stadium.
And thunderstorms earlier today, plus a warm-up on the way. I'll have your forecast.
One sold-out show after another. Moviegoers pack local theaters for opening night of Crazy Rich Asians.